You're just in time for Ian Gilliam, folks. Woo!
We are back with Ian Gilliam and Charlie Bell, and they are members of the Fire Kings.
Fire Kings in the house. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks.
How'd you like playing in our studio?
It sounds great in here.
Cool.
Yeah.
You did a great
Yeah,
job.
thanks. Thanks for having us.
So there's your band is bigger than just the two of you.
Yeah, we have Steve Riggs on bass, and he has two drummers, Conrad Drennan and Eddie Hall. They're both real great drummers, and they just, a little bit different styles, and so they're a lot of fun to play with, both of them. So
I cannot go on without asking how you play that guitar like that. I mean, how does it survive?
I don't know.
Do you break a lot of
was I rough
strings?
on it? I break some every now and then. It's not too bad though. Try to be careful, but it's hard to be careful, So.
Is that something that you were just very naturally good at? I mean, you were doing a lot of, it was wonderful. You were doing a lot of picking and crazy chords and...
it's just like anything else, I guess, right? You learn how to do it and keep doing it, and the more you do it, the better you get.
Yeah, I got to ask, as someone who's not musically inclined whatsoever,
All right.
when you were playing your solo, that first song, what was the name of that song, by the way?
I don't know. I just kind of made that up this afternoon because you needed two original songs.
You did not.
Yeah.
And he's a genius, folks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Not to mention, are you like going through something as you do that? Like, because it starts in one way and then it's almost like you're telling a tale.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. I guess, you kind of come up with an idea, and then as you play along, it's weird. Sometimes I'll hear myself play something that I don't necessarily think about, but then I'll hear it while I'm playing it, and then it sends it in kind of a different direction. So
And you just go with it.
Just kind of go with that, yeah. It's fun to do it that way.
And you remember it.
No, not usually.
So tonight was just a happy day.
I mean, it will never be like that again.
I
probably,
love that. So it's kind of like a what's going on exclusive.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda
You heard it
just
here
like that.
first,
Just like
folks.
that. Yep.
Yeah, when you started playing with them, I mean, it seriously sounded like there was 10 people playing. It was
Wow.
amazing.
That's great.
It was amazing.
What's that crazy contraption you were playing?
Mine is called a resophonic guitar, a Dobro, basically what most people know that one by. It's a bluegrass guitar for country music too,
And you play with brass knuckles on your...
with finger picks and a metal bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a pretty hot instrument.
yeah, I like it a lot. It's a great sound. I have an electric pedal steel guitar. It's the electric sort of version of the same thing. That when we go out to play a real show, I would have that. It's louder with an amplifier and everything.
So is that something you stumbled upon, or I mean?
Actually, I'm from Orange County, Virginia, and there's a big pedal steel guitar shop there called Billy Cooper's, and it's one of the biggest in the U.S., and it's a pretty specialty kind of guitar. They're hard to find, and it's hard to find someone to actually teach you, and so a lot of steel guitar players come out of Orange County.
Aha.
Is
And
that
you're
an
one of
instrument
those.
has that instrument been around a long time?
Oh yeah, that kind of guitar, the Dobro I was playing, probably about 1920. They started making
Wow.
those.
Because it has very much a Hank Williams sound.
Yeah, they used them in old country music a lot.
Beautiful.
A lot.
It's also a little Hawaiian.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that slidey thing, right?
I love that.
So your style, I was wondering, did that style choose you guys, or did you guys choose that?
It's kind of weird. I started off playing blues a lot when I was a teenager and playing a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Fabulous Thunderbirds and Albert King and all those guys, And then I started listening to a lot of different people. Danny Gatton is one who really kind of opened my ears up to a lot of different styles. And
You almost had a chance to collaborate with Danny Gatton, didn't you?
yeah, he called me when I was about 19. We opened up for him at the Flood Zone in Richmond, and he called me a couple weeks later and wanted to produce us, and that was a real
Wow.
honor back then, and it still would be. I mean, he's one of the best in the world ever. So, I'd been to see him a lot when I was younger, 14, 15, 16. My parents would take me to tracks and the mine shaft, and so to have him offer that was really sweet. But then, he passed away before it got to happen, which is
Wasn't
a real
meant to
shame.
be.
Nope, but
That time.
but still, he was a big influence, and like I said, stylistically, he's got a lot of things going on. So it kind of made me think about not just branching out of just playing blues or whatever. It's a lot more fun to explore a little bit. So.
What do you call your genre of music?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't
tough.
know.
What's your genre?
Yeah.
Play a lot of different styles in
We-
the night.
Yeah, at a night we'll go from, kind of
Crazy.
honky-tonk country, rockabilly.
Rockabilly.
I mean, American roots music is really what we do.
Oh, I like that.
And a lot of
Does that
bluegrass,
fit? Does that
too.
work?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
cool.
it. I dig it.
Yeah.
So when you advertise that you're going to be playing, are you generally playing to a country crowd? Is it country fans that are going to be looking you guys up?
We go kind of try to play for anybody, and usually most people will find a way to have a good time at our show. We try to mix it up enough. We'll do some surf rock and roll in the night. We'll do, like I said, some rockabilly and just some straight rock and roll. And it's really just music that people can have a good time to dance
Yeah,
to.
no
And,
doubt.
Awesome.
And so.
And Charlie, is that you play that instrument all night long? Or do
I
you-
wouldn't be playing that one at all. In a loud electric setting, I would be playing the pedal steel guitar.
Ah, okay.
Well, Charlie
That
also
one,
plays with Jim Wave and the Young Divorcees too, so he plays a lot of dobro with them.
Yeah.
You're everywhere.
Yeah, not everywhere,
Amazing.
but two places for sure.
We'll have to come and see you guys.
Yeah,
You have to
that'd be
let
great.
us know when your gigs are coming up.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that you had someone take a song that you wrote and use it? And
Oh yeah,
Someone-
a great DC player, Tom Principato. We played with him one time down at the Pavilion, or maybe even the amphitheater when it was still. I can't even remember. It was a long time ago, but he took one of our songs. He heard it in that set and wanted to do something with it. And he's pretty well known in the guitar circles, So he's Guitar Player magazine and a lot of European
Wow.
tours, and he's big guy in DC. So
That must have felt pretty good.
yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was really
Did you
nice.
did you get
Yeah.
paid?
Yeah, you know it's funny. I need to call him.
You need to get you
About
need to
10
get
years
on
ago.
top of that.
Yeah, I might get
Maybe we can
Royalties,
find him. Maybe we
royalties.
can find him right now. What's his name?
Tom Principato.
Can you Google that?
No. He already. No, he asked me. He's like, "Well, do you want to get paid for it?" I was like, "Man, just take it. I don't care. Whatever. You know, it's no big deal."
Famous
So,
last words.
yeah, right. And then of course our bass player is just like, "Man, you should have taken it. You missed out on like $150,000." I'm like, "Nah, no, I really bet I didn't." But you know, he did a good job of the song. That was nice.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
how often do you guys play out?
I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times a month, just depending on. We're usually at Miller's once a month and at Dirty Nelly's once a month, and just do some private stuff. And there, you know, Charlottesville's funny. There are some good places to play, but there is also a lot of talent in town too, and there are a lot
There
of people
really
that
is.
want to play. And you know, so we have good luck that we've been playing around here for a long time and have some good relationships with the people that we play for. And,
Cool.
Awesome.
thanks.
We found that most of our musical guests that we've had so far play with multiple bands, or they don't even have one. They just are always available and
Yep.
playing all the time.
There are a lot of independent contractors out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
freelance
Yeah.
musicians. I think that's brilliant, though. I mean, if
Yep.
you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So where can I was going to say our fans.
Mm-hmm.
Where can our fans find you? Where can your fans, our viewers, find you?
They can get us on Facebook. You can just look up Ian Gilliam and the Fire Kings on Facebook. And,
Okay.
Spelled Gilliam.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
that's true.
Yeah,
You should make that-
Gilliam. That's right. But yeah, get on there and say hello to us. And, but then around town, like I said, we're at Miller's once a month and Nelly's too, once a month usually. So
Good. And they can find you on YouTube too, because that's where I
right.
did
Yeah,
some
there's
of
some
my
good-
digging.
there's some good stuff on YouTube. We got,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
We would probably love to have you back in the future, but you're working on an album right now, right?
yeah, we're going to be doing a record coming up pretty soon. Recording at a guy's house up in Leesburg. Stuart Martin, he used to live here, and he's got a great studio up in Leesburg. And so we're going to do some stuff up there, and hopefully that'll be done in the next couple months. I don't know. I mean, you know, I got to start writing some songs. You know?
Yeah, get on it.
I think I
Come
got to do
on.
it. I've just been lazy.
Your
know?
fans
I got
are
3
waiting.
kids at home. It's like hard to find time
Wow.
to, you know, sit down
That's
and
impressive
do that. Well, thanks.
that you're able to still do this with 3 children.
It is. They're very therapeutic. Yeah.
So, Charlie, what's the name of your other band?
I play with a guy named Jim Wave, and the Young Divorcees is the name of the band, and that's more of a country, straight country with western wear suits and cowboy hats.
Really?
Oh, they're great.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
Fantastic.
picture it.
Yeah,
Are you
so-
a young divorcee?
I was
I'm
just
not
about
so
to
young
ask
anymore,
that.
but yeah. I was younger when we made that name up.
That's an interesting name. I like it a lot.
Well, we had a few in the band, so it seemed to
Fantastic.
make sense.
They're a great group.
And what's more appropriate for country music than divorce?
That's
I
right. Yeah,
know.
that's it.
I mean, it's such
Certainly
a
not
dramatic.
love,
Right. Well, love comes in first, and then divorce is later.
Yeah, and then love again. And maybe divorce
And then love again if you're lucky, and then
yeah.
maybe
Then a dog.
another.
Yeah.
Then a dog.
Pickup truck, beer,
Yeah.
all that.
Yep.
And then a Winnebago.
Right.
Traveling around the
Maybe.
country.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so much
Yeah.
for coming on. You were wonderful.
And maybe
you
we
for
can
having
get
us.
you back again.
Yeah,
sounds great.
Be great.
Awesome.
Let us know when your album's ready to
Will do.
be sold, and we'll have you back on to play some songs.
All right, that sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So will you guys take us out with another song?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent. So stick around. You're going to see Ian Gilliam and the Fire Kings, or in this case, Charlie Bell. See you soon.